Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Jody and I like to share about my life here on YouTube. I've really been enjoying doing Vlogmas and I really appreciate you watching these videos. We're over halfway to Christmas, so I thought it was time to share 5 things that I like about Christmas and 5 things that I don't like so much about Christmas. And yes, I wrote them down. These are in no particular order. So starting off with 5 things that I really love about Christmas, or the holidays in general. Well, Andrew and I haven't been going anywhere. We've been sheltering in place. One thing that I've always loved as a holiday tradition is to go to the midnight Christmas Eve service at church. And typically, I like to find a service that sings Silent Night without any musical accompaniment, and you all hold little candles. At services that I've been at, typically the pastor or elders of the church will start lighting 1 candle in each row or 1 candle at the front of the church, and then each parishioner will then share their light and till everybody has their candles lit. I just think it's very special and pretty and a unique thing to do, and I look forward to being able to do it next year. The second thing I love about Christmas is giving and receiving cards and gifts. Now, I know the reason for the season is not all about the presents, but I love getting gifts and I love giving gifts. I think this stems from growing up. I was kind of spoiled as a kid, by my grandparents especially, but my mom and dad loved to shop too, and they loved to kind of spoil me and my sister, especially at Christmas time. So I think that just carried with me into my adulthood, and even though it's harder to shop for adults because, we can buy what we want for ourselves, I still think it's special to, I try to find unique things for Andrew that I think he'll like, and he does the same for me, and I do that for my friends as well. So, and I've really been enjoying card exchanges the past few years. Yes, I'm still that annoying person who makes the Christmas letter, puts it in the card, although this year the letter won't be near as long. But I just think it's a really special time to reconnect with friends and family near and far and catch up on what you've been doing. The third thing that I love about Christmas is decorating with family mementos. So these are, ornaments or figurines that have been passed down generation to generation, and I really just think it helps keep the memory and the traditions of your family members alive. I've been lucky enough to inherit all the decorations from my grandmother. She, like I said earlier, loved Christmas. She passed them on to my mom, and then I got my mom's plus my grandma's when my mom passed away. And every time I put some or all of those decorations out or use the ornaments on the tree, I'm just reminded of special times with these family members and what they meant to me. The fourth thing I love about Christmas, and I had to put this on the list considering how much of it I'm consuming, that would be the Hallmark Christmas movies. I've been watching these for the past several years, and I'm pleased to say they keep getting better and better. I think that the storylines are getting better, they're more diverse. Yes, they are kind of the cliche Christmas corny love stories, but that's actually what I like about them. I like that there's no bad news. I like that they're about love. I like that there's no current events controversy. It's just really great entertainment, family entertainment, and gives me the warm and fuzzies. So I am that person who will put on the Hallmark Channel early in the day and just let it roll all day long, much to Andrew's chagrin. Last on my list of what I love about Christmas and the holiday time, it's a tie. It's a tie between snow and what I would call urban decorations. And what I mean by that is at city centers, urban centers, malls, shopping centers, all those decorations. Again, during normal times, it's not uncommon for me just to go to a mall to soak up all the holiday cheer, all the colors, the sparkle. We have a really cool outdoor pedestrian mall here called Santana Row. They have their own tree lighting and they really do it up every year. Haven't seen it this year. I don't even feel comfortable doing pedestrian malls, but it is something I look forward to every year. And snow, you're thinking, well, Jody, you live in California. What do you know about snow? Well, my extended family's from the Midwest, and I actually lived in Minnesota and Wisconsin for a cumulative several years. So I know about snow. And while it can be annoying or unpleasant or hard to travel in, at other times of the year, at Christmas, I love it. There is nothing more Christmassy and cozy to me than looking out your window and seeing a blanket of fresh fallen snow. It is just, I don't know, it's the whole white Christmas thing. I keep telling Andrew one of these days we will go somewhere for a Christmas where we will have a true white Christmas. Not sure when or where that will be, but we will do it. Okay, so with the things that I like slash love out of the way, let me share with you what I'm not so fond of. First on the list is what I wrote. Just so much to do. I have a pretty busy schedule, as I think most of us do during most times of the year. And with the holidays, especially if you're into the holidays, it just adds a lot more on your to-do list. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, you don't have to do all those things. That's true. I don't, but I enjoy them. What I don't enjoy so much is just the added chaos, craziness, pressure, deadlines, whatever you want to call it. That can be kind of stressful sometimes. So I really tried to be more intentional this year, and the pandemic has helped me a little bit because I haven't been able to leave the house to kind of slow down, prioritize what's really important to me, take time to enjoy, not let the stress and the craziness take over. And so far it's been working. I'm here on, I think today's the 14th, and I just finished wrapping all of Andrew's gifts. I think that's probably the earliest I've ever had that done. And most of my packages have been shipped out to friends and family, so I still have some things to do, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. And most important, I'm not feeling super stressed. Second thing on my list that I'm not such a fan of is eggnog. Now I know, don't come for me if you love eggnog. You're probably like, you're crazy, you're missing out. But I tried it when Andrew and I first got together because he liked it, and I just thought it was the grossest thing ever. I'm not a big milk person anyway, and even if you try to add alcohol to it, I was like, oh, no, it made me gag. So, don't like eggnog, will probably never like eggnog, and yeah, that's just something about me. Third on the list, and this kind of goes back to the first, with dealing with all the Christmas craziness, and that's crowds. So while I said I do like going to malls and outdoor displays and stuff like that, I'm not such a big fan of crowds. I'm on the shorter side, especially on my scooter, and so, it's just like, can get very claustrophobic and stressful in itself, and it's just not as an enjoyable experience. So if we go out and do things, or when we go out and do things, we try to pick times of day where there'll be less crowds. Fourth on the list of things I don't love during Christmas or the holidays is traveling. Obviously, traveling this year wasn't an issue, but I have traveled before during the holidays. I've flown even right on Christmas Day before, because traveling on actual holiday dates tend to be less crowded because people are like home. Not a lot of people travel on those dates. But the days leading up and the days coming back can be very busy, and just go back to my previous comments about crowds and stress. And while, of course, if I am traveling, I love seeing my friends and family, or, where we're going for whatever reason. But I just love being home. I love my home. I love how comfortable it is. I love that everything is here and we don't have to pack anything up or ship anything and all those things. So it's not like we'll never travel again. It's just something that I'm not really particularly excited about. But I'll do it when the time is right. And last thing on my list for things that I don't love about Christmas is putting everything away. I like to try to keep a tidy home, and with all the decorations and gifting and busyness of the holiday, that can be really hard to keep up with. And also, the more decorations you put out, the more you have to put away. And that's another reason why I kept it on the simpler side this year, because I really don't like putting stuff away. Because it's enough work for me and Andrew to kind of keep the house together in its normal state, and then add everything for Christmas on top of that, and it's just, more to do. It's just a chore that comes with Christmas that I don't really care for, but I always try to make the best of when I have to do it. So that's it. Those are my 5 things each, things that I really like about the holidays, things that I don't really like about the holidays. If you have things that are on your like or not so much lists that maybe I didn't think of, please go ahead and share in the comments below. I'd love to learn about what you love or don't love so much. Please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps the video and the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to stick around. And as always, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.